Yo, what is up? It's your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another Kingdoms of Amalur re-reckoning. If you're new to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. We're about to get things started in just a little bit. I don't know what happened to Blesh Unleashed. There was some shit happening with that. I mean, God knows what happened there. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. But, yeah, if you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, consider following, liking, subscribing, all that other good stuff. You already know. We're about to get things started in just a little bit. Just bear with me while I get things going. You get your motor in. Put your cocoa on the road. I got me some cocoa bananas. And they're all entertaining. Alright, let's go ahead and save it, and let's go to... Alright, that's been saved. Alright, we're good to go. So we're going to pick off from where we left off last time. We pretty much tried to continue with the main story. We found out that we were revived from the well. And we're going to see what happens after all of that. We're going to continue with the game. So yeah, something's up with Blessed Unleashed. I think it's having an update, if I'm not mistaken. It's having an update. So we're not going to mess too much with that. Gonna have a little Perrier, baby. Mornings with Perrier. God, that hits the spot. That hits the spot right there. Delicious, but welcome if you just joined. So we're gonna see what the fates have in store for us, and how our journey progresses through here, and we're gonna see about the Fae, pretty much what their role is in all of this. And like we mentioned last time, what the fuck? Who do you feel? Who do you feel? Welcome to the motherfucking stream. And we're gonna find out pretty much the first crime. Well, one of the many first incidents or quests. They're gonna show you pretty much.
When you're crowding so close. Go back to your business.
What are the many first crimes? There's humans attacking the Fae and other people, and it's just horrible. It's just horrible. They're pretty much shanking motherfuckers around left and right.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
Oh.
Let's get a little background on what the Fae are. We already know what the Fae are, but just for purposes.
I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Goreheart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing.
Goreheart Village.
We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
And the crazy thing is that there's different courts. This is how the Fae are divided. You have the court of summer, the court of winter, the court of spring, if I'm not mistaken, and so on and so forth. And they're just pretty much different groups of elves, I would like to say. I'm calling them elves, but they're called Fae. Let's see a little bit more of the lore.
The tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth.
Actually, never mind. I confused the two. The Fae and elves, we might be a little bit different, and there's definitely differences. I've somehow confused them, and thought they were the same. So, anyways, the Tuatha.
I don't know what the Tuatha will be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to their interests. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests.
The Crystal War.
Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams.
She's still crying on the floor. What the fuck?
I'm the warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months, and the warden less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. Disgrace.
Hey, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing because if the Fae find out that they ended up injuring one of their own, like that can spell disaster, and that's not a good thing.
It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
Who attacked the girl?
It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though.
You see that motherfucker in the background with the blade? I have a feeling that's that motherfucker.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started.
Where can I find Eri?
She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are.
Alright, Red Legion.
I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark.
Alright, we're good to go.
Hope you stay in town.
So, if you're watching on Twitch and Facebook, I'm not ignoring your comments on purpose. I'm monitoring the comments on YouTube. So if you want to hop over there, it's under the same name, Kakarot Gaming XP. We have different factions that we can speak to here in the city, and we're gonna see how that plays out. But we're not gonna pay too much attention to them while we're here, at least not for now. What we would like to focus on is trying to help this Fae, and then come back and speak to whoever needs to be spoken to in this place. You could go into the alchemy place. I mean, just to show you really quick what that's about. We are going to be able to do different craftings and speak with NPCs to get more information of the world. The great thing is that there is dialogue in almost every place that you go in every town, so they give you a little bit more information about the Crystal Wars, the Tuatha, the courts that exist amongst the Fae, and that so on and so forth. So
I can understand why these people are scared. Not only do they live in the shadow of the Fae, but now they have the Red Legion to deal with.
So we have to deal with bandits. You have to deal with a whole bunch of like bad people. I mean, it's a little bit of everything happening, you know. It's a little bit of everything happening. I only came in here because I'm gonna steal everything from this place. I mean, technically, if I go down and how do you freaking That's the dodge. That's the hit. Let's put things away. That's my menu. There you go. That's how you go down. So nobody can really see me, right? And if I go in here and I loot the dresser, who's gonna know? Pickpocketing things are considered crimes. Committing crimes against certain characters will summon guards to stop you. The number, percentage, blah, 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 blah. They can't see me. There's nothing really in here. We're not gonna steal from that. There's nothing going on there. Let's go back, speak to this lady, gather her quest, and let's go from there.
No, this is not good.
I just came from here though. Okay, never mind. It's another guard. Another guard just bullshitting around. This is to do the alchemy lab. I remember coming here a long time ago. Nobody really... Crucible caps. We're gonna go ahead and inspect this. This book seems to be in a work in progress. We don't have to take that just yet. Again, this is all just to How do you lock this? Let me see. Okay. Fucked up right there. Once it starts trembling a little bit, that means you're doing it wrong. So you gotta keep moving. The control starts rumbling, just keep going this way and you should be able to unlock it. Birch's scepter. Ooh, take all that shit. Luckily he didn't see me, so I think we're good right there. The guard is gonna come back down trying to look for it. We should be good. We should be good. See, the guard's gonna come down like, hey, what the fuck's going on here? Did you take some shit? I'm like, nah, I didn't take it. I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Same here, my boy. I just stole a whole bunch of shit from that other chest. Hope you don't mind. Old letters, greater healing potion. You're gonna take that. I don't really need... We don't need none of that. How did you see me?
You there! Halt!
I'll pay my fine.
Making trouble again. Be on your guard.
What the fuck? How did he catch me? Oh, what the fuck? He wasn't even there. Whatever, man.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
Crystal Wars. Let's look at the experiments really quick.
For years I dabbled in alchemy, healing, divination and transmutation. All of that seems frivolous now, what with the war looming over us. Now I spend my sleepless nights in search of a formula that will end such conflicts forever.
Well, what about the Crystal Wars? What did you do?
I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination and will do whatever it takes to achieve it.
Her name is Nanny Henry.
If you must know, my name is Nanny Henry, formerly the chief alchemist
Nanny.
of Alistair. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you? When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almain are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me.
Okay, well, we know about the Red Legion, which is just pretty much a whole bunch of thugs.
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
That motherfucker probably sold that shit to like companies and whatnot. Who was your apprentice?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn.
What is the formula?
version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
A puss. I'll help you out, girl.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnur Far Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
Agnur Farhal.
The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
And what about Karth?
I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated.
Now, if I remember correctly, that motherfucker probably sold himself for money. I mean, that's usually what humans do, right? Or...
Farhall, the Irathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things.
Let's see what she has to sell. Obviously, everything here is expensive as hell, and we just got caught, so... we're not trying to do none of that crap. I would like to bring some help, but we're gonna come back, like I said, once we learn. We're taking as many quests as possible. If I remember correctly, it always comes down to money. I think when you offer people money, they're able to betray even their family. I mean, it sucks, right? That materialism is something that still exists. I mean, even though this is just a video game, it's something that that explains to you. I mean, I don't remember that being the case per se, but if it is, I mean, we'll find out. My memory's a little bit you know, foggy from what the game used to be. But nevertheless, adventure awaits us, and we'll continue moving forward and see where does this take us. So, a little cocoa bananas. I got me some cocoa bananas. Got me cocoa bananas. What the hell? She was up and she just fell? Okay. Let's see. Where's the other quest? That's the quest that we gotta do. There's something else happening on this side, obviously, which we're gonna take care of in just a bit. What we would like to do first is let's check the map. Where do we have to go? She speaks all the way up there, so we have to go this other way. Look at all those chickens. We'll come back and explore the rest of the village because there's always quests there for us to pick up. Obviously, we can't go through here because this is locked. That's unlocked Lawbreaker's Grotto. Somebody has to open this for us.
The action's in the east. No one's ever seen Tuatha this far west. Believe me, the attack has me spooked. I'm not even a proper warden, just a volunteer. I'll stick to jail duty. At least there, the criminals are behind locked doors.
What about you, girl? Tell me a little bit about you.
The village warden. You might have met him. Kirk asked me to move to Gorhart to help him keep the peace. I've only been here a few days, and look what I'm up against. Red Legion, Tuatha, and bodies lying in the road. I'm off to a grand start.
Don't be scared, girl. Tell me more about the Court of Summer.
You might call it a Fey nation, one of two united factions that rule their kind. The Summer Court are not exactly allies, but they do let us be, most of the time. It's the other Fey, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha, a vicious clan of killers who wish to defeat and enslave all mortals.
And the crazy thing is that St. Odwig's mission.
The Brothers of St. Odwig's are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts. I wonder what goes on behind those closed doors.
They're all about, so the Court of Summer and Winter, they're all about nature and whatnot, and you'll see pretty much what it's about once we get to meet them.
I don't know if you noticed, but St. Odwig's mission closed its gate moments before that Fey's body turned up on the road. I don't like what that suggests. Not at all.
So they're either doing something really tricky. There was something going on with them, but I don't think they were the killers. We'll see. This is to run. Yeah. How far am I? I gotta go this way. Okay. So we're gonna proceed with what we have here. Our weapons. Let's check them out really quick because I know I ended up getting a scepter this time around. Obviously, this one is just 13, 16, 17. Now the crazy thing with this one, even though it's a stolen thing, I can actually hit with this, you see? It's kind of like a little fire thingy, and you'll see. It comes in handy when it comes to certain battles. As a wizard or mage, I guess you can say, or battle mage that we're gonna pretty much mix with later on. The scepters are not too bad, but at the same time, you'll see. You have these nature creatures here as well too. Come on now. Fuck out of here, baby. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the this scepter is pretty weak, to be completely honest with you, and it's not doing the job that I expected it to do. So I think I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that weapon, the primary. The birch scepter it was alright. It's 7 fire damage, 6 burning over time, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The ice damage is the one that I'm going with. Armor wise, do we get anything new? Now, I could put that fine arrow Crudias, but remember we are doing crude cotton robes. Beating. 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 Oh no, that's not what I want to do. My bad. When you wear the robes, you don't get to wear shorts. It comes with the territory, so anything that has to do with magic is always gonna be something good. So we'll take the magic stuff, keep the shield. All right, and moves. When it comes to moves, this is the great thing. We were gonna look at this last time. So you pause and then you hit. We don't have that weapon right now. We're using a staff, so we're gonna look at staff. Daggers, we can definitely do backstabs. Everything else can be unlocked later on. I love those combo wombos. This is why I love the daggers. And imagine doing that with the chakrams. Charge shot, that's been unlocked already. Fey blades, this is something else that we can probably unlock later on. The Fey blades are like, they look like regular blades, but they're not. They have different things. Silent Scythe. Ooh. Stabs. Hold and release the staff to attack your blast of enemies surrounding the thing. That's nice. Alright, so I remember holding this. That's what I would like to do. This is when the magic starts coming in handy. We're not gonna fuck that guy up just yet. We'll be back for him. I just wanted to make sure I had the moves that I need. But the world is beautiful. The world is beautiful, and that's one of the things that I enjoy about this. Again, the color palette in this place looks really nice, and there's gonna be plenty of adventure and quest lines that we can pick up while we're here. So it's just one of those things, you know. I don't think there was anybody here. Make a smile for me. Lately I've been so lonely, and no reagents found. Okay. And a smile from you might make these blues go away. And you want to collect a lot of these reagents that are scattered throughout the region, because like I mentioned before, they're all gonna come in handy. Like, you actually have to have a certain skill to be able to gather these, and it's so you can do alchemy, perform alchemy while you're playing the game. So if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely invest your points in that. This is a hard chest. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Oh. As soon as it starts hitting Somehow we got lucky there. We got lucky there. We got coin and repair kit. Not too bad. Not too shabby. You want to go ahead and pick these as well too. The Olarat stone.
They say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a fate weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. My, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, he will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
Get that motherfucker. Oh. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know what they were trying to do. I mean, I forgot we are playing on hard, so I can't underestimate these monsters. I can't underestimate that. I gotta be careful with them. They're over here freaking guiding this thing. Fuck out of here. And then we get a little extra buff right there. And we got a treasure chest, which is also always a good thing. Obviously test it out to make sure you don't... Ooh, we messed up right there. Check it out so you don't mess up your locks. Shadow Prism, I think that's used also as well for crafting, if I'm not mistaken. Our alchemy thing is not high enough to be able to collect anything here, so that's not gonna end up too well. But welcome if you just joined the stream and you're watching on Facebook or Twitch. I'm not ignoring your comments on purpose. I am monitoring the comments solely on YouTube, so if you want to hop over there, it's under the same name, Kakarot Gaming XP. And let's go ahead and speak with the Fae and see what she has to say.
May your hollow gods keep you mortal. I am called Aerie. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice.
I'm here about Aerie.
I wandered the forest for many seasons, listening to lore stones of the great ballads. Before that, I dwelled in the gardens of Isa. I prefer the quiet of this village, the mirth of the witless.
Can you tell me?
We are kin to the seasons and cycles of all life, to new life and perpetual growth. Mortals may view the warmth of the petals and smell the beauty of a newborn bud, but only Fae know the strength of the roots beneath the surface.
What about the Faelands?
Faelands? Yes, I've heard these words before, but do not understand their meaning. There are only Fae, and there is only land. I do find all main sentiments so charming.
Tell me about the gardens of Isa.
I cannot reveal much. The gardens are the jewel of the summer court, a wonder beheld by few mortals. It is located far east of here in a wood so thick it would devour all but those who knew its secrets. Do not pursue such mysteries, mortal. They are not for you.
I just came back from death, girl. Tell me about the lore stones.
They contain memories, great moments, ideas, songs and inspirations. The Fae do not record their words in ink or on paper. Ink fades, paper crumbles. Lore stones mark where our kind has made a lasting impression, where the seasons slowed to take note of glory on a grand scale.
The fuck was that lag right there? Hackers trying to hack me and shit? Good try, hackers. Suck my dick.
find them so interesting, from their vestments to their odd habits and demeanors. Just yesterday I saw a monk from the Almain mission sneaking through the underbrush. Strange creatures you are. Strange, but glorious.
She knows she wants some of that day. Tell me about the Tuatha.
Flitting through the western woods like shafts of shadow in the sunlight. What could have brought them here, I wonder? The Tuatha do not trouble themselves with easy prey. If they prowl these woods, it is for worthy quarry.
Okay, a Fae has been injured.
Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do.
Well, what do we need, girl?
Well,
We gotta go speak to Herc Otherwood. She wasn't much of help. Obviously, as you can see, they're very connected to nature, and when they end up dying, they go back into the Great Cycle, which is how she described it. I mean, obviously, you know, you would think that they're all connected in that sense, but not really. They're not. So, it's as expected. Nobody knows anything. Everybody's looking out for themselves. There's this whole distance between them two. Oh, look, and here we go with the Red Legion bandits. That motherfucker. I don't know what you're trying to do, Bobby Lee. Don't play yourself. Fuck out of here, baby. You don't want it, baby. Trust me, you don't want it. You don't want it. I told you, baby. You don't want none of this. The Red Legion. I forgot all about the Red Legion. What up, Nani? The YouTube drama has begun in this community I'm in. What happened? What kind of drama they started with that shit? There's drama everywhere, man. There's just some stuff that you can't avoid. You know what I mean? Wherever you go, motherfuckers are gonna start shit. They're gonna start drama. I mean, it is what it is, right? We don't want to go over here just yet. Let's go back into the village and let's see what they have to say to us. We came through here. Let's go speak to the warden and see if he has... we have some information. He probably sent us to the alchemist. But we gotta help her out too, so... He came back in here? We made Savvy think BG was talking shit and just now they was on the stream talking shit to each other. Really? Oh, the whole thing with the Moto guy and all the other shit? This is why I ignore all the bullshit. This is exactly why I ignore all the bullshit and try to separate myself from drama like that. Because I already know motherfuckers be on that bullshit. Hold on, let me get a little bit comfortable here. Let me get a little bit comfortable here. There you go. That's exactly what I need. Just to lay back a little bit on some Moto shit. They were saying some personal shit to each other and I was dying. People, cause to everything, bro. When it comes to my money, who I screw, and even my family, because I don't want people knowing about my family. Like, yeah, motherfuckers don't need to know nothing about my family. Isn't it sad though that humans... Ooh, that pig looks delicious. Damn, that boy look thick. That boy look thick. He got no butt crack, but that boy look thick. Alright, let's go speak to is it him? No, my boy's over here.
Well, times are hard. but hard times can.
It's funny because we made that happen. He was saying he ran his pockets and shit.
If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of
He
work,
was like, when I see you, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you to your mom. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Tell me a little bit more about you, Gorhart.
peaceful enough. If it's peace and quiet you like. Trouble with bandits and rogues now and then. That's when they send for me.
So I did confirm that it wasn't Seth MacFarlane. That's a completely Seth MacFarlane. So the creator of Spawn, I don't know if you knew about this, Nani. The creator of Spawn was the one that helped create this game. He's one of the 3 visionaries who helped create this game. So his name is Todd McFarlane, I think. He's the one that helped create this game. Just FYI, in case you didn't know.
There's a war in the east.
Cause his mom died when he was like, "I'm gonna send you to your grandpa." I know, and that's a fucked up part. Motherfuckers use personal shit.
Tuatha in these parts. Fools. I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, the Tuatha are actually around, and the Fae that was all up in the hills, she confirmed that. And now we also have to worry about the Red Legion, and there's a war happening out there. So it's like different factions. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen to this poor little village?
A name taken by some lot of scoundrels to glorify their thievery. A name breeds,
Is it Todd McFarlane? I forgot his name.
but killing the men.
I'm just gonna call him Mr. McFarlane. He made this game. He helped with the concept art. He helped with the monsters that are in the game. He helped with a lot of the concepts that are just introduced in here. And the story, I believe.
What have you been living under? We've been at war with the Tuatha for 15 years.
Tell me a little bit more about you, Ost Ordura.
That's me. War-sworn since before you've been drawing breath. An oathblade near as long.
So this game that was not that popular because when this game came out, Skyrim came out right afterwards. So this game didn't get enough love because of that.
Easy now, stripling. Earn your way to Bledeshield first. Then, in 5 or 10 years' good service, you'll make Oathblade.
I told my friend to join the stream yard to instigate its name sub BG so he can. Oh man, that's just hilarious. It's unfortunate but hilarious. I hope nobody gets hurt out of that bullshit, because then y'all motherfuckers are gonna be the ones at fault.
Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur.
That's why I'm always careful with, you know, shit that's said online, at least like 98% of the time, because if somebody does end up getting hurt, you could be liable for that. Not to sound like a crude or anything like that, Nani, but yeah, I hope nobody gets hurt from that, because then y'all motherfuckers are gonna be liable for it.
You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are 2 brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
Now we ain't it. This is a problem, not ours. No, I know. But I'm saying if you're instigating it and you're causing something that may lead to somebody getting hurt, even if they don't have to be about it to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is just be careful, because motherfuckers don't realize that stuff is online and it can be traced back to them. You know. All I'm saying is just be careful. Just be cool, because you never know. You never know. Motherfuckers nowadays are stupid. Are you that surprised that motherfuckers won't do? They don't have to be about their life. All I'm saying that you're not surprised. Don't be surprised. Motherfuckers are crazy like that.
May help to know Oscar favors the bow, while Medgar favors the spear.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised where the freaking police have their eyes on, or the FBI. You'd be surprised, bro. Not that I'm saying that they were probably watching or anything like that, but let's say if somebody gets hurt. Motherfuckers are gonna investigate. Not that I'm saying that they will find out about the chat or whatever, stuff like that. But I'm saying is that motherfuckers have their ways of finding out. That's all I'm saying. but he has nothing to stay at home all day. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just that you don't understand. People got nothing to lose, and they're. Let's put it this way. So there was. I'll give you an example of what happened. Like a couple of people went to jail because of this. Now that I'm saying that that's happening over there again, I don't even know what's going on. It sounds hilarious that motherfuckers are arguing over stupid shit, but I hope nobody gets hurt.
The oldest home to the Warsworn, in the Feylands at least.
There used to be this thing back in the day called 4chan, and back it used to be popular and whatnot. And there was this girl who used to go on there all the time.
There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it, and none held in higher regard.
She would go online and like do videos of her and whatnot, and she was like an emo type of girl, and she never showed her body like that. She would never get undressed or anything like that because she wasn't that type of girl. But she would go online and post videos of her doing like little things here and there to get attention. And when guys told her to get naked, she wouldn't do it. And people took it too hard and they started trolling her, right?
Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin and a commendation to join the order.
So basically they started trolling her and calling her names and telling her she's ugly, why she's posting videos. They started pretty much attacking her like that personally. Like obviously this whole thing was on forums and boards, on videos, you know. So obviously people wouldn't think anything would come from that, right? So eventually it came one day where a whole people started, you know, getting involved, telling her, oh, you know what, you're ugly, you should just kill yourself, blah 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 blah. And you know who in their right mind would say that to somebody, not knowing that that has consequences. And eventually she committed suicide. She did it on a live stream. She committed suicide, and pretty much her mom found out. Everybody else didn't know what the hell was going on until they later found out. And they had to close down 4chan, not because of her, but because they found out there was a whole bunch of stuff like that happening, and the site wasn't being liable for what was going on. And the poor girl died because she wouldn't get undressed because motherfuckers were mad thirsty, and they pretty much pushed her to her death. And when the police, the FBI looked into it, they investigated it. They was like, okay, we thought she was suicidal because of other reasons, but then, you know, their mom was saying she would be on the computer all the time. They looked into it. Then they found out that there was a whole bunch of people. They found some few people. Not everybody, but those of them who were able to hide their IP addresses, they didn't catch them. But for those that they use as scapegoats, they caught them, and you know, they charged them for murder because that's just how it was, and it sucks, right? But I don't know why motherfuckers didn't think there was gonna be consequences for that.
Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies.
Why is the girl important?
She is a member of the House of Ballads, the legendary court of Fae heroes. They are warriors without equal, with centuries of glory to their names. If one of their own was killed by a mortal, the House of Ballads and its king would bring a fierce vengeance upon us. Gorehart would be a ruin by day's end.
What can we do?
I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own, so it must have been someone in Gorehart. If the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Gorehart to the ground. They see all mortals as invaders. We could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell?
Well, these are grown-ass men. Whatever they do is up to them. Now, I know, but I'm saying if you guys are instigating, it takes that one little push from somebody to get them to do something, even though that was not your intention, you know? There's, it's kind of like instigating somebody to do something that may lead to something worse, is what I'm saying. That it's what I would be worried about. And that's why I don't get involved. I'll go to the House of Ballads.
You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can.
All I'm saying is that I don't know these people, and I'm not saying that I hope. All I'm saying is that I hope nothing bad comes of it, because I don't know these dudes. I don't know if they're about that life. You said they're not. But like I said, people don't have to be about that life to do or take action about something. You know, it just takes that one little push, because we're humans, and as human beings, when people are influenced by others, it could be directly or indirectly. You never know. You never know. I'll give you another example of what happened.
East of here, in the meadows of Yolvin. The Feylands are a wicked place, crawling with creatures so strange you'll assume you're dreaming.
So,
All I know is what I learned in my youth. The heroism of King Wenson and his court of enchantments. My gran spoke of them nightly as she sat by my bedside. For all I know, the House of Ballads is nothing more than myth. But I have a feeling that it exists, somewhere out in the deep mists of the Feylands. Farewell.
so Todd McFarlane also helped create like the armor pieces, the weapons, the monsters, character design. Todd McFarlane was heavily involved in the game. That's the one thing that I like. Yeah, it doesn't look like the actual Spawn thing, but for a video game that has to do with fantasy, I think it was very well done. The other example that I wanted to talk about was this. So there were these in my neighborhood. This is a good example. In my neighborhood, for example, there used to be these two dudes who didn't like each other, right? And one dude was obviously involved with like the hood life, and the other guy wasn't. He was trying to get out from it, right?
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both?
And the guy got married, and this girl obviously had a little bit of a body count on her and whatnot, and she actually used to date the other dude that he didn't like. And seeing that he didn't end up with her and she ended up with this other dude he didn't like, and she was trying to be like a housewife and he was trying to be straight, motherfuckers who were in the hood, like, they would start making fun of it. And you know, motherfuckers in the hood that like to gossip and shit, I'm like, I don't, that's why I never get involved in drama like that, because I think it's stupid, man. All for what? She'll come back from work, they'll harass her or bother her, and she wouldn't say a thing. But that was kind of her fault, so she should have told her husband or something. And one day,
I am unable to watch while others suffer. Too many mortals have fallen prey to the Tuatha, and I could not stomach it. So I left my home in Rathir and travelled west. There are many Almain villages just like this one, yearning for peace, crying out in pain. What good are my gifts if I cannot make what is broken whole again?
so she has healing. She can help us out. We'll get more lore from her eventually. Anyways, long story short, this is what happened. So they started creating a rumor because they saw her ex stop her one day to ask her, "Oh, are you really happy with this dude?" Blah 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 blah. And she told him, like, don't bother me. Don't speak to me again. I have nothing to do with you. I have my life. I'm trying to have a baby with him and everything, and I don't need you. I don't need you. So then they found out through family, because family members, you know how everybody's tight here in the community, and they found out that she got pregnant. She was like a month old with the baby, and like, you know, you would think the guy is doing his own thing, you would leave him the fuck alone, but just motherfuckers are jealous. Motherfuckers are jealous of people, and it sucks, right? So they started creating this rumor that she was fucking around behind his back while he was at work, and they took a picture of her with the guy talking with her ex, but that was when she was telling him to leave him alone. So a picture could mean a lot of things if you don't know the what's happening behind it, right? So they started posting that picture on Facebook and different places, saying, "Oh, she's a whore, she's this and that, blah 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 blah." And then he found out. So then he was like, "No, I don't want to be with you no more. This and that, blah 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 blah." And like, motherfuckers started instigating, saying, "Yo, leave her. She's not good for you." And then the whole time they were just doing that because they thought it was funny, and because they wanted to break them up, because they wanted her to go back with this dude, or they didn't want him to be with her because they were more friends with the other guy that was from the hood. And long story short, the guy ended up killing his wife and the baby. And then he found out he didn't. Then they found out that that it wasn't true. So he came back, and he was trying to claw his way out of that life. And before, he was like, "If I'm gonna go to jail, might as well." He came back. I'm just laughing out of nervous laughter because I still remember it. He came back and he smoked all those motherfuckers and the guy, her ex, and then he killed himself. All because of a freaking joke that people wanted to create because they thought it was funny at the moment. This is before YouTube and all the other shit. Talking about years back.
The Almain were once different tribes that recently banded together to form an empire. They are formidable creatures, but new to the way of magic.
I remember they had to close the whole fucking block down and they started asking questions, interviews, the cops. Then they found out that shit was on Facebook and they looked into the guy's phone and the chick's phone and... Bro, never again. Now they have this new rule, I guess, in the hood now. At least in my neighborhood. None of that gossiping shit. If they catch you gossiping or creating shit like that, they snuff you right there and then.
I buried everything I was when I buried my family. That is the war's legacy for many of us. That is all I have the strength to say.
All because motherfuckers wanted to instigate. They destroyed a whole fucking family. And they lost their lives in the process. For no fucking reason.
The glorious Alfar city to the east is where the forces of right gather to face the Tuatha. It is an enchanting place with a long history of magic.
There were people also who were in that group that they had nothing to do with the whole thing, but they were just hanging out with them. Some of them survived, and like, it sucks, man. That one motherfucker had no leg. He lost a lung. It was a whole drama back in the day. I haven't even seen any of those people around no more. I'm assuming they moved away or something happened to them. Who knows, man? She could heal me out of these things, and I don't have anything at the moment, so I think I'm good.
Be careful out there.
So, not that I'm saying that that's what you're dealing with. All I'm saying is just giving you an example of the bullshit that could happen when you get involved in that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like my good share of toxicity because I myself, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not perfect. I could be toxic at times as well, but unfortunately, when you live in neighborhoods like the ones we live in, there's always these saddening stories of stuff like that. And this is why I don't like getting attached to any female or like that or having a family like that because motherfuckers are jealous of you, man. And the less you tell people, the better because people are jealous sometimes of your success, and you don't tell people about your plans or future ideas or stuff like that because, like I said, when people don't understand what you're trying to build or have that same energy of you trying to progress, they want to see you down. They want to see you down. They don't want to see you progress. They want you to be good, but not better than them, if that makes sense. And it came down to that, bro. It came down to that. Which was kind of sad. It was tragic, man. The guy killed his own wife when it wasn't even her fault because of a motherfucker's lie.
Greetings.
What the hell? What the hell is she doing here on the floor, girl? Wake up.
Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow.
Sister Zelda. What's going on with you, girl?
It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites and am as legitimate as any monk.
So she's just bullshitting.
You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorehart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own.
That's why I guess call me old-fashioned. I guess because I'm getting really old, but I just separate myself from like any type of drama. Or if something doesn't sit well with me, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to associate myself with that.
He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the church deems worthy.
You'll see as you get older, your circle of friends and people who you care about gets smaller and smaller. because it means you're growing. It means you're growing, and end up realizing that none of that shit at the end of the day was worth it.
Wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Goreheart is a pleasant place.
It was sad, man. Like, I felt bad. I still remember her mom crying. The few of the motherfuckers that survived. Some of them got jailed. Like I said, some of them who got in the crossfire. The mom came out yelling at them. Like, even like after the whole thing happened, imagine losing your daughter. Like, you're ruining families. Like,
If such
not you, Nani, but I'm just saying, like, in general.
nature, period.
The mom came out screaming at them, crying. Like, what did you guys do? Mind you, these dudes were in their 20s back in the day. I've seen one of the two guys that survived. Like I said, one of them has like a wooden leg because he got shot. He has to be on a respirator in a wheelchair for most of his life, and it's like, I wouldn't want to live the rest of my life like that. It's horrible, bro. All because of a fucking joke. What could have been of that guy? Not that I'm saying that that's gonna happen to you, but I'm just saying it's just one of the few examples of what happens. Just because it's happening online, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have consequences, you know. Like I said, but again, this was my point. I hope nothing bad comes of it. I hope that motherfuckers have more sense and realize that it's just people trolling, and whatever the hell's going on, hopefully not you, but hopefully nobody else makes it bigger than what it's supposed to be, and then something tragic happens and they end up involving your ass, and they be like, nah, this motherfucker was there too. He's the one that helped me instigate too. I see people get arrested for less than that. It's sad, man. Sends shivers down my back. The mom was crying and shit, like, oh, my daughter, I lost my daughter because of you motherfuckers. I mean, in Spanish, imagine that, but in Spanish. Special delivery. This is what we ended up getting from... Oh, yeah, that's what we ended up getting from the thing. I remember now. From the DLC. I should have been a little bit more careful. I should have just taken everything. Shit. Oh, I finally get chakrams. That's what I fucking wanted, yo. We have a whole bunch of shit, bro. I can always come back and gather more of these stuff, so... Fate's Eyes, Twin Souls. I'm gonna go with the chakrams, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna leave some of this stuff here. Destiny's Distress. I'm gonna keep that shield with me. Fate's Curve as well. Pensive Shoes. I need something. The Cowl. Pensive Robes. Fate's Scours. What the hell is this? This is daggers. Obviously a lot of this stuff looks pretty good, but we're not gonna pick everything because, again, this is just stuff that's gonna help us out. The Running Man armor, Running Man hood. Oh my god, these are all really good stuff. I mean, I don't even know if I want to come back here. New twist and fate awarded. Confident, you follow your path with uncommon coolness and ease, rarely letting your situation suffer from extremes. Harbinger, preternaturally aware of the emotions of fate, you not only alter the destinies of your slain enemies, but can also absorb some of their experience as well. Now, I don't know how much more. I should be able to take everything from here, but I don't want to take everything. Can I take everything? I don't, because my inventory is up to 70. The limit can be further increased with the purchase of backpacks at certain merchants. Backpacks at certain... Can I purchase more backpacks? I mean, this is not... I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this stuff. Can I put stuff in here, though? I can't. This is some bullshit, bro. Anyways, I might have to get rid of this stuff because I don't... This is the only part that sucks. Armor-wise, let me see. The Guardian Helmet, 15. The Running Man. I need something... The Valley Cowl. I definitely want to wear that. I'm not going to be running a melee build, so I'm going to start getting rid of some of these things. Add to junk. 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 Find adding curias. Get rid of these things. I'm gonna have to start selling some of these things, obviously, because I don't have the inventory space. So old shoes, old shoes. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back over here. Shields. The truth. This is not one of the best shields, but it blocks 7 damage, magic, resistance. The card of the truth is inscribed with a line written in the ancient Verga. The Verga? I got hella clips of BG and Savvy. Again, I'm not about that life. I never claimed to be about that life, but it's just crazy, you know. That's all I'm saying. It's just crazy, bro. People throw away their lives for less. Block 7 damage. I don't even have the mic for that. This is a good shield. It's gonna protect me for now, at least. Consumables. I have enough of these things. I might have to get rid of some of these things. Items. I did see a bag full of crystalline parts. I can use. I won't use that just yet. It's just little bags. The compass of fate. A magical device that reacts to the threats of fate weaving around its target, mind, and heart. +1 persuasion. That's always going to be something good that I want to keep on me just in case. Disposal notes. A handwritten note next to a furnace in a cave full of corpses. Secrecy is important in our work, requiring specialized disposal. This is something that we don't want no more. We can add that to the junk. Same thing with this. About the thing. Wells progress. Alpha Navy recruitment letter. We're not gonna keep that. Let's go speak to a merchant really quick before we progress and take anything else from here. I don't even know if I can take more. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. Let's just go back in here and speak with the merchant. Hopefully we can get some of our stuff before we go out on an adventure. I want to take as much with me in case I want to switch in between and whatnot. So yeah, man. Like I said, from living in a neighborhood like this, I've been exposed to a lot of crazy shit. There was a guy who freaking shot a guy point blank, because he disagreed with him over some stupid shit, and I'm like, what are people doing, bro? Like,
Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside?
what was that? What was that? I don't want to hear anything about you, girl. I just want to see what you got. She should have, I think, some. I have the chakrams. Does she have any more book bags for me that I can? Aman's key is Shara. Sell all the junk. Alright. She doesn't have anything else to sell to me. Okay, let's go back out really quick. He disagreed with him. What was it that the guy died for? They disagreed. Oh, it was about baseball. It was about baseball. The guy was talking about baseball. Something about who are the best baseball players, American baseball players or Dominican baseball players. And they were saying that, oh, Dominican baseball players because they were born over there. And they were saying, nah, Dominicans born here because, you know, blah, 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 blah. And they started, it became something personal or something stupid. The guy started arguing with him, and the guy like took the gun out, shot the motherfucker in the head. All in the heat of the moment. It was just stupid, bro. Some people just don't think.
What do you want?
It's retarded. It's retarded. That's what I gotta say. It's fucking retarded, bro. I don't have more space. I mean, I gotta make sure I gotta get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need. We know where we gotta go. Now, weapons wise, let's start getting rid of some of this stuff. The flame seems pretty good. That's a big ass stab. That seems pretty good. I'm gonna get rid of these two. The Fate Arbor, a rare weapon finely tuned to the elusive threads of fate. Seems pretty cool, but I'm gonna get rid of the birch staff. I'm gonna put on the flame. That shit looks powerful as hell, bro. Let's get rid of the birch staff. Now, chakrams, they're pretty good. Chakrams, like I said, they do their thing, man. They do their thing. I'm gonna keep some of them, but not all of them. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. These are pretty good scepters. Swords wise, I don't want to keep that. The beast, if we do end up changing classes, that's something that we're gonna work on. Stealing large swords, that's not really the best ones. We're gonna keep the Fate's Edge. Great swords on the other hand, I don't even think I have. This is a good ass sword, bro. They gave me a whole bunch of stuff from the DLC that I'm gonna be looking forward to play with. Oh, we're gonna be able to experiment with a little bit of everything. We're gonna change the Omni Blades. Well, everything that I have right now, everything's gonna be eventually changed. Let's change our primary to obviously what we have, which is going to be the flame. And as far as the secondary goes, I'm gonna use chakrams, no longer these things right here. So 21, where's my chakrams at? And I love the chakrams because you can do distance work and whatnot. Where are the chakrams? Fuck am my chakram? Okay, I'm gonna go with the twin souls. Let's go with that for now. Get that out the way. Get rid of the crude. What else? Armor wise, let's see. We picked up pretty much everything that we needed from there. We're not gonna mess too much with that. The Bally robes, pensive robes. Let's go with that. These are set robes. Pensive. The Bally cowl, pensive cowl. It's not as strong as the Bally. Well, actually, the pensive cowl is a little bit much more better. Get rid of these eminent robes. The Valley. Get rid of this. Bang. These are good. These are good. Good stuff right there. None of the leggings are pretty much doing anything good for us. Pensive shoes. Now we have a full set going on, and we get all the thing. We get all the extra, all the extra perks from that. But we also want to get rid of the stuff that we don't need. So these are good things. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of everything else from here, but let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and sell all that stuff and come back and finish gathering everything else. But I forgot that they give you everything else from the DLC in there, the special delivery stuff. Eventually, you're gonna end up finding items that are gonna have better stats than what they give you here right now. This is just to get you started and get you a little bit OP before you continue on with your journeys. But we're learning a lot, like I said, from the lore. The Fae from the Court of Summer and the Court of Winter have been at war with each other. Obviously, because we're humans, we are not welcome in the forest, but we have nowhere else to settle, and this seems to be the only place that you can do that. Each person is gonna have their own take on the Crystal War. Let me hear about her, about Data Alfred.
Nothing of interest to tell. I'm just a simple farm girl from the plains of Erethel. I left home as a girl and travelled west. Found myself here in Gorhart.
Gorhart Village, Plains of Erathel. Let's hear more about the Plains of Erathel.
Vast rolling hills east of here near the coast. You should head that way if you wish to join the war effort. The Alpha need all the help they can get.
Alright, girl, let me sell all my shit. I want to get rid of some of the things, some of the items that I have. I have 60 in items. I would like to get rid of not any of these things that I came here, but let's see, minor health regen potion, minor mana potion, minor serpent's venom. We don't need none of this stuff. Dashing fury, venom guard, get rid of that. Star thistle. I can always get rid of these things. I don't think they carry weight. Miscellaneous lamp-bed. Can I sell this? Let's see. I want to. Merchant won't purchase stolen goods. Whoops. Novus strings. Let me see. But can I sell this stuff so that way it doesn't take up space? Iron flame disc. I don't want to create any chakrams. At least not at the moment. Tattered documents. Let me see. I can sell that stuff. Wall progress. Yeah, we don't need none of that stuff. I think we're good. Yeah. Alright. So I think we're good.
Bye.
Now we should be able to pretty much bring everything else we want with us. Now, I don't think there's a place where you can store your stuff. I think there was a place around here, something like that. But we'll progress with the story right after this. I need to go and speak with the Fae about the girl to see if we can help her out. But in the meantime, we also have these side quests in the story that need to be completed. So we'll see what happens there with that. Yeah, so it wasn't me trying to give you a lecture, Nani, or anything like that. I'm just saying just be careful, man. You never know, motherfuckers claimed it to be your friends, and they could be setting you up for some shit. You never know. Bam. Bam. Alright, I mean, that should have been everything else that I can pick up, no? Elixir of Inspiration, Dowsing Rod, Fate's Brand. I mean, I can always come back and pick all these things. I mean, I don't have to come back and get all of these things, at least not for now. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. I'm not gonna have space to do anything, basically. Which is gonna be an issue. You have acquired Fey Blades, are rogue weapons used for fast attacks against masked enemies. Yeah, the Fey Blade seems to be pretty good, but I like the Chakrams, to be quite honest with you. We're gonna have to find the merchants that sell the bigger stuff. There might have been a merchant in here, I think, that sells. That's the alchemy girl. That's the quest thing right there. There should be let me see. There should be somebody else over here that can speak to us, that can give us what we need. The corner shop. If we're able to find a bigger bag, we're definitely gonna buy it. Definitely gonna buy that bag to increase our inventory. I just want to make sure that we're very well prepared for what's coming up next. Not that it's gonna be something crazy, but because, you know, the looting and everything else, we're not gonna be doing like major looting. But
Welcome to Goreheart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today?
Didenhill.
You will find it settled on a small lake beside the eastern road. Compared to Goreheart, Didenhill could be called a city.
Tell me a little bit more about the Rika Guest. You.
Widowed, going on 5 years now. All my boys were taken by the Tuatha. Both sons, my brother, and my beloved Avery. Wicked business, this war.
Took them as slaves. That's fucked up. Let's see what you got for us, baby girl. You don't appear to have anything too crazy. I want to see if you just have one of those book bags that they were so talking about. Hardy ring. 20 health, 20 mana. Ooh, it's cost a lot of money though. Shit. So now we have a backpack that costs 70. Oh, maintaining this item increases your inventory limit by 10, which is actually what we need. Can I sell anything though in here? Let's see. This is gonna be worth a lot of money if I can sell those backpacks. Now here's the thing. The song. Can I compare these? The song is often to be a card of hope and encouragement. The truth most fate weavers read, blah 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 blah. This is considered to be what? It's not a sword. This is a chakram, I think. I need to equip that blade as well to the field. What is this? There's different types of weapon. The forge. Fate's eyes. Not as best as the other chakrams, but you see 7 physical damage, 7 lightning damage, 10 shocking damage over 5 seconds, 15 reckoning duration. That's pretty good, but I like the other one that gives you plus 10 health, plus 10 mana. The Fate's eyes. I might have to sell those, even though I like these other chakrams, to be honest with you. We're not gonna be using hammers like that, so that could be something we could sell. But see, none of these cost money like that, and that's the crazy thing. The purple shits don't really give you money for that. So anything that's worth of value, I should be able to sell. This only gains 500 experience points. Let's get rid of that first, since I'm already here using that. And yeah. Let's see what we can get rid of from these weapons, so we can start getting that money. But it costs 7,000. Sheesh. I mean, what the hell? The Valley Shoes. These are not the best. You just get Frost Lightning, Mana Regeneration. Yeah, I can probably get rid of these. The Valley Hand Wraps, the Valley Shoes. The Running Man Gloves. You get plus 10 health, plus 10 critical damage with melee, 5 poison requirements, might finesse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Running Man, the Valley Crowd. Only thing that has to do with the Valley, the Running Man. This stuff can be sold. It's not the best thing. The Guardian Curias. Because eventually what you have down here is actually much more stronger in purple. So we're doing a mage build, so I think I'm gonna get rid of these things. You're gonna find better things that are on down the road. So let's go ahead and sell that. This might punt me in the ass, but let's get rid of that. The Guardian Curia, see, first 4 health, block efficiency, piercing, resistance. Yeah, we'll find better stuff than this. It's not. Just get rid of these things, at least for now. You're not gonna need them, trust me. What I have on is 10 times better. As far as the weapons go over here, let me see, the mountain, the wind, you want to keep these actually. Alright. How much money do I have? 6,129. And how much do I need? Accessories. You can always come back and buy the rest from her, because I think we sold it from her. Once you sell your shit to her, I think you can buy it back. Yeah, you can buy it back. Sold items. The backpack costs 7,500. We're almost there. We're almost there. We can sell our junk. No, we don't. We don't have enough of that. All right.
Goodbye.
We're gonna come back and find that junk. All right. Let's go back out. Let's go collect our final items, and then we should be good to go on an adventure. Those were good DLC items, but again, because we already know what type of build we're going with, we'll find better things along the road. You'll see. And there are gonna be different sets of armor and stuff and whatnot. They play their role. They play their role. I'm just glad that we were able to save inventory there. But I want to get that book pack. I really do want to get that book pack. It may seem like a long shot, but we're gonna have to save our money and just gather stuff and sell it eventually. I forgot that the miscellaneous items and other stuff does not count as carry weight. So I forgot the game gives you that much stuff to begin with. Alright, we should be good to go. A little item inventory management is always important with the game. Fate's Brand, Vigilant Greaves. Alright, Vigilant Greaves. Let's see what the hell that is. As far as weapons go, secondary consumables, we ended up having, I think, see, we can go ahead and start using this. Let's go ahead and use this. That gives us some EXP right off the bat. Inventory items. Armor wise, let's see, imminent cap. You see, we still have everything else here that could still be potentially good for us. Inferno Helm. Blood runs hotter in the warrior, blah 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 blah. You need might. You still have enough stuff that's gonna help you out, and you have the sets here for that, so it's not that big of a deal. Vigilant Greaves. No. Shield wise, let me see. Can we equipped at the tower? Everything else you need might for something and whatnot. Let's look at the weapons. I had a bow and arrow before, right? Unless I'm tripping balls. No, the longbows can be equipped later on. Yeah. We'll keep things. We'll keep this as is. And yeah, we're good to go. And we ended up getting the EXP. Let's level up really quick. I want to do those chakrams that I was telling you about. We got a 1 point available that we can put somewhere in here. Persuasion is gonna be good, to be completely honest with you. I'm gonna go with persuasion for now, because it's gonna help out. You'll see later on. Especially for conversations. Chakram. Let's go to finesse. Here we go. We were doing something with the chakrams, I think. No, it's not this one. It's this one right over here. Yes. So you want to go ahead, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can start putting stuff in there. Reduce scepter cost, unlocks charge stack for staffs, and chakram. Unlocks charge special attacks for staff. This is a good stuff. Let's put that in there. Blocks with the staff and the scepter. Your unique mix of arcane and martial arts talents enables you to deal incredible damage with the chakrams. It's gonna be something good as always. While active, sphere of protection creates a magical barrier that blocks a percentage of damage from each incoming attack. Mark of flame. Tap the button to tag your targets with a magical mark. Press and hold the button to detonate all marked enemies with a fiery explosion. Having unlocked countless arcane secrets, you are able to power your abilities with far less mana. That's gonna be important. We're gonna need the mana to unlock stuff. And going back to our stuff over here, let's look at our might and sorcery. I don't think we can unlock anything there for now. Finesse and sorcery. Let's look at sorcery. Nothing there. Might, finesse. Dude, let's take that out. Can I take that out? No. There should have been something. Didn't I unlock a whole bunch of shit? What do I need? Might and finesse. Ah, I think I remember now. We need sorcery. Wait a minute. Let me go back. You can create powerful gems. Sagecraft, wasn't it? I don't think that was what it was, no? Sagecraft. We ended up putting the points that we needed in there. Good. So what else do they fucking want? Sorcery is level 1, no? So you have sorcery in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what, how much more they want from me from here? Oh, I need 11 sorcery to start putting these things. Okay, we don't have nothing there for now, at least. And there she was. Baiting. Eventually, what we don't want to put, not my finesse and sorcery. I would like to do something with maybe finesse and sorcery, which is gonna be some of this stuff. Let me see. As a spell cloak, you are mysterious and evasive. This might be something that I might want to go for, the spell cloak. And if not, might sorcery. No, this is what I want to do, might sorcery. Because I'm doing scepter. No, not scepter and sword. I'm just looking at what they have in here. This is probably what I want. A seer. I want to use thing in chakrams, archmage. Let's just go with this for now. It seems to be doing the job. But yeah, Nani, I wasn't trying to lecture you or anything like that. I was just saying, you know, I got love for you, my boy, no homo. And I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to people that I care about, you know? Especially over dumb shit. I gotta worry about my cousin who just came back from Ecuador and shit. He is what you call it, trying to get his life back on the road, but we can't really help him out. My man is like, he's trying to smoke weed every day, and I'm like, bro, you gotta get a job at least, because how you gonna freaking, if that's what you want to do, that's I'm not judging you, but Avery, I came to Godheart looking for you after your king. Eureka is a one of us you described, yet she is a shadow. She misses you, my friend, as all we do. I will watch over her since you cannot, and I will visit you often. This war be damned. Who would have guessed I would have come to a mission and trade a prisoner for a cloister? If only we had both escaped. Alas, the bars were too strong, the Tuatha too cruel. Your brother-in-arms, Mason. Shit. Yeah, so my boy wants to, my cousin wants to just, you know, be doing, beneath lie the remains of Alden Gordhart, leader, father, visionary. May Mitharu grant him rest and peace in keeping with the authorities' order 1420. What's funny as fuck, my friend instigating had me dying, so he just smoked. So what do you mean? So he just came back, right? Because he couldn't hack it. He couldn't do it here. He didn't want to go to college. He didn't want to get a job. Every job he got fired from on purpose. And we went with his mom, who's in Ecuador, right?
It was difficult enough to adjust life during wartime. Now we have to be on our guard for Tuatha right here in our own home. What is this world coming to?
And I say family very lightly because I don't really know him like that. I really don't. I'm only hearing from what like other family members tell me, and I haven't spoken to the dude in like since we were little kids. But tell me a little bit more about you, Gisela.
I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife.
He moved to another country, bro.
My duty is to hold.
He's been in Ecuador for like 5 years because he couldn't hack it. He went to go live with his mom because he was getting fired from jobs. This is before the corona. I'm talking about 5 years ago. And when he was over there, his mom opened a bar, and they were trying to like, not a bar, like a cafe place, and they were trying to make things right, you know. But then people started making fun of him. You know how it is in the hood. They have little hoods over there too, like that. And they started making fun of him, saying that he's a freaking doughboy. He serves coffee and this and that. I'm like, your mom owns the business. She's trying to help you get out of that fucking life, and you're more concerned about like what motherfuckers have to say about you. Like, those motherfuckers aren't doing shit. They're literally in the streets inhaling glue, bro. These are motherfuckers in the street. Like, you know how you have hood neighbors over here? Hood neighbors over there are those motherfuckers that be inhaling glue behind the bushes and shit. And then he became friends with them. He befriended them, thinking that they were his friends and shit. And they started going into robberies, and he got his face marked with a freaking knife. It was crazy shit, bro. And I'm like, oh my lord, like it's hearing it bothers me because I'm like, how the hell as a family member like that just turn out like that? Like why couldn't you just do what you were supposed to do here? I don't blame the mom, but then again, like I don't know. I'll call them family members, quote unquote, because I guess they're blood related, but I don't know them like that. It's just from what I've heard. She's not gonna give me any more information about Gorehart Village because I know what it needs to be known. Otterwick's mission, we're gonna go speak to them later in the Fae. I just want to get one more lore from her and then we'll continue.
I think they were a myth if not for the Tuatha. Fae keep far from us. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their lands. Perhaps they disapprove of our civilized ways. Perhaps they know something we don't. I fear that most of all.
The crazy thing is that motherfucker was born here in the US, right? So he's only coming back because he got this girl pregnant, and there's no way for him to make a living over there, and his mom cannot deal with him. So it's sad, bro. It's fucking sad. Avery, I worry about Rika. We of the order should not visit the village often. Father says it's a distraction, a swampy of murky morality, but I can't stay away. I care too much. Her widow's sorrow deepens. She has come too close to her shop at odd hours to retreat to the darkness of her upstairs bedroom. I see the glimmer you loved so, but it fades. She is lonely without you or her children. She is delicate, so beautiful of heart. I try to console her, but it leaves me shaken. I will continue to watch over her in your absence, dear friend. You have my word, brother in arms, Mason. Forgot somebody ended up dying here. That's what it was. Anyway, so he got her pregnant, and he left over here, now trying to supposedly find a job. But now since he's here, he has access to drugs and all this other shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the world's gonna come down to, and it's sad because I'm like, okay, you know, even though he's family, I don't know him like that. It hurts. He wants to stay smoking bud every day. His brother obviously has a job. He works very, very hard. And I don't know. Family members be like, oh, he's not gonna last on the job and this and that. He was going around asking people to see if they can get him a job, and it's like, I don't know, bro, man. I don't know. I've seen cases like that countless of times. Like, he either has to straighten up, or like once you're used to that lifestyle, it's difficult to get out of it. Again, people throw away their lives for no fucking reason.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be.
What the fuck is happening with his hair? The fuck, are you bald or not?
In need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work.
So the thing is that now his brother's getting tight because he's like, bro, like, I know I got my own bud and you're smoking my shit, but what are you doing with your life? Like, are you gonna do something? Are you gonna get a job? Oh, I don't want to do what you're doing because, you know, that's for mugs. And so now they communicate with his mom, like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Again, not that I'm saying I could care less, it's just that, like, bro, I don't want to be involved. I separated myself from that. I was like, whatever it is, I got my own problems. I told my mom, I was like, don't get me involved in that. I don't want to hear no more. Let them figure it out.
Fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest
Let them figure it out.
take brother.
Getting involved might do more harm than good.
Nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood, and never.
But it's not like you're dealing with little kids.
We must find him before anything happens.
Why are you worried?
Odorath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fae and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
I will help.
Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was lost.
My magic is so powerful. It's just making this man bald and hairy.
The Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Where should I look? Brother Egan, tell me a little bit more about him. But yeah, so that's the thing, man. I've seen plenty of kids. That's why I tell people, kids, stay in school, man. Do what you're supposed to in life. And then once you're done with college, if you decide that's not what you want to do, you don't want to have a professional life, fine, ruin your life if you want to, but stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, or come up with an idea that will make you rich or something like that. But just keep the grind going. Whatever it is that you decide to do, keep the grind going. Don't give up. Motherfuckers are so easy to give up nowadays, thinking that a miracle, thinking that money's gonna fall from the sky.
He's a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is in
What up, Kuma? Welcome to the stream, my boy. How you doing? How's everything?
enlightenment power.
We're just talking a little bit about life, about decisions that can lead you to dark places, and how you should just do what you're supposed to, because life is too precious, you know?
Egan was last seen in the woods.
Good morning, my boy. Welcome to the stream, man.
Just north of the village.
So he can't get unemployment because, like I was telling you, Nani, he just came back from a different country, and even though he's a U.S. citizen, he hasn't been working really in 5 years. So think about it. Mitharu had made it known to me I must leave St. Ogwig's mission and Otharath. You see, I am in love, and that love is forbidden. Not only does my order frown upon such earthly concerns, but such an act would dishonor you as well. Why? You may ask, I cannot love this woman because it is Rika. It is your wife. What the fuck? So I am taking leave of the mission, abandoning my post as Alm's master. Perhaps one day I will return, but not in disgrace. I cannot do that to you or to Rika, to my master Mitharu. Farewell, my friend and brother. Rest in good peace, soft peace, peace without further pain. So, as we can see here, the war has torn families apart, and Avery died. I think Avery is alive or dead. I can't remember. And as every other human conflict, the guy fell in love with his wife because the guy left his wife and his kids, and he had to take care and look after her. It's crazy, man. Alright, what up, Solara? How's everything? Good morning. Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna see where this takes us, to be quite honest with you. So obviously the Fae is all the way up here, and we gotta report the attack to what happened to her. We're not gonna go too far north because there's a lot of crazy shit happening, and we still yet to explore the rest of the map. Mind you, we're just staying locally, and Like I said, the game is full of fantasy lore and mysticism, and it's gonna be interesting. So we got several quests that we can complete. We're eventually gonna come back to Alistar and help out the individuals here, at least in Gorehart. Nothing on the Alistar Tower because that's where we came from. And let's explore a little bit of this area here, but essentially what we will want to do is move up here to the Court of Summer and speak with the Fae so they can give us hopefully a little bit more information as to how we can heal this Fae who ended up getting attacked. Obviously, we know it was nobody from the Goreheart who attacked the Fae Lady. The Fae Lady is pretty much like one of those mystical beings. And let's go report what happened here so hopefully they don't attack these innocent people. But we also have to worry about the Red Guard. The Red Guard are those bandits who are just taking opportunities to hurt people. Because, you know, they're bandits. They're bandits. I never finished this game. It was a lot to do. Oh, I finished the game. I finished the game. It was amazing. I pretty much ended up getting every little lore. I pretty much ended up getting every item in the game. And when it became a remaster, the Re-Reckoning, which is what's this version, I downloaded it but never got to play it. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna dedicate my time to this as well now. And it's just one of those games that's just rich in story, a lot of lore, a lot of history, and I love the whole thing of the different races are actually explained in detail. And the fact that Todd McFarlane was one of the individuals who created this game and, you know, helped. It's one of those things where I just definitely want to... Let me get my chakra. Oh! That's right, baby. Get your bitch ass up. You don't want no problems. Fuck out of here, baby. And we are playing. I didn't ask you that. Stop bragging. Whoa, I love the game. I love the game. I love games like this, like I said. I'm playing it on hard mode, so I ended up anteing up the difficulty because the last time I played on the PlayStation 3, I think I played on normal difficulty, and I wanted a little bit of the challenge. And I always enjoyed this game. I always enjoyed this game. It was one of those things that is like, okay, it's kind of like you pick it up and you don't forget how the game plays. I'm gonna go fairly quickly through here just to see if there's anything else that I can pick up. I do have to start investing into my alchemy. As you can see, any reagents that I find, they're not gonna do me any good. I'm not gonna be able to pick anything. But however, even though I can't harvest anything from here, I am still gonna end up getting EXP from that. What up, Minecraft Mason? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I know it's super early. Fuck out of here. How are you doing, Minecraft Mason? How's everything? Later on today, we're probably gonna end up playing a little bit of GTA 5. Let me heal up really quick. Fuck out of here, baby. I love that move, man. And the crazy thing is that the combo wombos in this game are crazy, man. Later on, we'll be able to unlock more fate cards. You can actually have a mixture of battle mage or a finesse battle mage or a might mage. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this game. And I love that Todd McFarlane helped create the monsters, the armor. Like, he had a good hand in this project back in the day. And even after years from not playing this game, I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, it's satisfying. And I love that we get to relive the story and every little bit of it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I just brushed my teeth and stuff, not going to lay in bed. What streams for an hour, then I got school. Sure, no problem. It was great. This was co-op. I have to get ready for high school in 2 hours. I want to watch YouTube. No problem. Thank you so much for the support, Minecraft Mason. Yeah, the first thing I did when I woke up, I was like, you know what, let me go brush my teeth, let me go take a shower. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. Amon's Key, Winter. Yeah, let's take that. Inspect. This journal is small and water stained, but its pages remain intact despite the wear and tear. Let's read it really quick. A journal of Sigbert Sireworth, summer day, 6 daybreak, nothing today. My journey is young and the forest remains fairly hospitable. So this is pretty much the search for a monkey belongs to me and me alone. It is only a matter of time. Somebody ended up getting killed for this. Obviously, this didn't belong to any of those individuals here. The bandits here pretty much ended up killing this guy, unfortunately. A guy here introduced himself as Ugnar Otgre. Such an odd name. It could only belong to a Varani. I visited the House of Valid's grounds today. All my adult life has been spent learning about these legendary figures. And that's where we're going to next. The House of Valid, which is one of the factions that belongs to the Court of Summer. And as you guys know, the Court of Summer does not like the Court of Winter. The Court of Winter is the Tuatha. And we're pretty much going to be analyzing that lore and experimenting with the factions that they have in here. Obviously, we're not gonna side with the Tuatha because the Tuatha don't like anybody and they want to kill everybody. So, D&D was involved in the story. Yeah. The game was not as popular when it came out because unfortunately it came out around the same time when Skyrim came out. So, it wasn't as poppin'. But like I said, we're gonna try to get as many of the accomplishments and trophies in the game as possible, while at the same time still being able to enjoy the story.
She bested Threng in combat fair. Finian cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role, a burdensome.
Whoops, I stopped right there.
She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with them.
Nice.
Throughout the town they stood in fear of the brilliant fighter near.
But the biggest concern that you guys should have but the biggest thing to take away from this is that the creator of Spawn was one of the individuals involved heavily with this. And if you guys don't know what Spawn is, obviously it's a great game. So it's gonna be nice to see, that you won't see a lot of like Spawn inspired creatures in here, but you'll see basically what that was about. But it's fun. It's fun to know that they were able to create a game, and I think they would have had a lot of these bad guys. Yeah, they would have had a lot of Osgard Cross. Oh yeah, this is the guy we gotta kill. This is one of the bounties. They would have had a lot of success if they should have just waited and put this game out when a little bit later on after Skyrim. They were gonna compete. Just kill him already. Oh, that's so satisfying, baby. They had no chance. Let's take out Osgard Crossblade, which is one of the baddies that we gotta kill from the red guard. These are one of the guys who we're gonna be killing anyways because we have to bring that back, and we have to bring Medgar's dagger. So the other guys should be around here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We're not gonna take too much as far as items go from these guys. I do want to take some items. How are we doing inventory wise? Only because I want to sell some stuff. Inventory. Let's see inventory wise. We're doing pretty good there. It's not too bad. 62 out of 70. So we're gonna take only high level items because we're almost close to 7,000 to be able to sell it and get some money out of it to buy the backpack. The backpacks, like I said, only some merchants have it, not everyone has them. And it will increase your inventory by 10. And the more inventory space, the better, because then you'll be able to loot more and actually take back stuff and sell it. So alright, so on our way to the Court of Ballads, we're gonna kill these two baddies, like I said, from here, so that way we can come back and like I said, complete that quest line as well. Get that. We don't need everything else. We're not gonna go into Reckoning mode. Obviously, Reckoning mode is one of those things that we're gonna save up for actual baddies that there's. Ooh. Who the hell is this? That's a Red Legion bandit. Let's just back out from here for a little bit. Oh my lord, that freaking my boy. And we found out about the Red Legion. Now I don't believe the Red Legion are heavily involved with the Tuatha. But I do know they're one of those opportunist groups that are taking advantage of the war. So, what up, SGT South? How you doing? I'm going to school at 6:50, but I decided why not stop on my boy. It's all good, my boy. I hope you guys have a fantastic day at school, and have a great day regardless of what you guys do today. I have school at 7:20, and I have to stay on the Chromebook and go to every meeting till 11:40. There's no breaks, and I gotta put my every class they be bugging my camera in every class. Yeah, I understand, man. Oh yeah, funny story. I was trying to play Minecraft one day like a month ago. I just wouldn't open a couple of weeks later. I tried deleting all the save data, and well, it worked. It opens much faster and less buggy. Well, I had an issue like that today, but not with Minecraft. I was trying to play Bless Unleashed earlier today, and it appears that there's some issues. I know there's gonna be an update later on today, and I've been dying to play Blessed Unleashed. Same thing, because it has a nice story. It has a lot of good combo wombos, and it wasn't starting for whatever reason. I had to delete the data, and we'll see if later on they have an update like around 1 o'clock Eastern time. So if it does let me play later on, I'll do a gameplay. I know you guys are gonna be busy with school or work, but the gameplay will be there for you guys to rewatch it if you want to rewatch it. But yeah, make sure you guys, go brush your teeth, go do what you got to do, and then come back to the stream, so that way you guys are not too tired when school starts. But I know you guys are going to do fantastic. All of you guys are smart. Like I've always said, you guys have a good head on your shoulders. All of you guys. So, a brownie. I forgot about the brownies. Oh, I forgot about these cocksuckers. This is why I love the chakrams, because it has a little bit of distance. Puts a little bit of distance between you and the enemy, you know? And that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. Alright. Let's see. Fine cotton shoes. And we got a very good armor, because we ended up getting the collector's edition. I will showcase really quick what I am sporting. Virtual way better, man. We're virtual for 2 weeks. Well, my one word. I was going physical. Yeah, Kuma was telling me that he was walking there, because my dad screams at me if I miss anything, and it's easier to do work. Virtual, I'm lazy and don't do. That's the only problem. We're doing things virtually from home, people can become a little bit lazy if you're working from home or studying from home. Alright, so this is part of the DLC. We are working with the Flame. This is a purple item, so it's a high tier weapon. We have 20 physical damage, 11 fire damage, 10 burning damage over 3 seconds, 10 plus 10 mana plus 5 damage with magic. The Flame is a beacon, standing tall above all others. Those of the Flame draw the fates of others into their lives for the better or for the worse. The card of the Flame indicates one whose fate is bound to those around them. So we're messing with that. And as far as the secondary weapon goes, the chakrams. Now the song is alright, and the fate's eyes are good too, but we're gonna go with the twin souls. That's 7 physical damage, fire damage. Everything is fire at this moment. Everything is fire. These mysterious rings reflect the world around them and amplify themselves according to its changes. Armor-wise, we're running with the Pensive Cow. Obviously, I have the whole full set this time around. It's all focused on magic. Eventually, we're going to do a Battle Mage type of character. So, we have the full set, a whole bunch of mana, full mana, and EXP happening all around. So, that's going to be great. As far as accessories go... Oh, my control just died. The virtual stuff, I missed stuff. Just don't miss anything, dude. Trust me, I went what you went through and skipped all my classes. I just wish I could go back to virtual. Let me get my control really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I miss that bullshit. I miss that bullshit. I miss that bullshit. So I'm just trying to get the streams. I'm just trying to get some streams for you guys before I actually start work. As you guys know, I ended up getting the job, and we're gonna start work sometime in February. I believe my start was February the. Was it? It was on. It's gonna be a Monday or a Friday, something like that. So I want to get some streams for you guys, but you will be able to be working from home, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how that works. Oh, I've been told you about this, Alara. Yeah, I've been told you about this before. You know about this. So I'm trying to get these streams out for you guys, because I know once things start, it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna keep the square ring because it's been giving us. Oh, we can put 2. I forgot. We could put a necklace and everything else. Um, all right, I think we're good there for now. What was I saying? Yeah. So it's difficult when it comes to virtual classes. I know what you guys are going through. I have my nephews, and they're in charter schools, all of them, and sometimes it's difficult even with charter schools. You would think that they would do right by them, right? Some of the classes, the curriculums, it's not the teacher's fault. It's not up to them to create the curriculum. This is what the New York State, at least where I'm at, has given to them. The curriculums suck ass. Let's be completely honest. The curriculums suck ass. And again, it's not your guys' fault. Wait. It's not your guys' fault. It's this. You're just doing whatever you can with that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you already knew about it. The fuck is a charter? So a charter school is like I would say sort of like a private school. You're lucky enough, you have to go into a lottery to get into those schools, and pretty much your kids have to take a test in order, an assessment test, in order for them to stay in the school and in order for them to get into the school. So my nephews had to work really hard to try to get in, and like they did what they had to. Oh, we found Brother Egan. Great. Hey Coco, once you beat the Pokemon Shield, can you battle me or we can trade? Yeah, we can do all of that stuff, Minecraft Mason. Like I said, I'm just trying to get me to episode 10 so I can have enough Pokemons under my belt and badges, so that way I can actually start trading with you guys, because none of you guys are going to want to trade low level Pokemons and whatnot.
Yes?
Well, my sister and my brother-in-law.
Messenger of the Fae folk. Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious.
Brother Egan gotta chill out, Brother Egan. We pretty much had to, we all put in the work to help out my nephews and nieces, and I that's one thing that I'm not perfect, but I do dedicate a lot of time to them and helping them out with what I can. And my sister has put in her blood and soul to helping them study, and she's like a Chi-Chi, let's put it that way. She's like a Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. She makes them study and do everything, and I'm always there with the advice, like, you know. And I always tell you guys, like, focus on school. You guys will eventually have your chance to do whatever you want to do on YouTube. Like, pretty much it's gonna pay off, guys. It's gonna pay off. Focus on school. School is very important in life. It's only gonna be your future, you know. For those of you who are not lucky enough to get into charter schools, you know, it doesn't mean that you're dumb or you're not smart enough. It's just that we've been blessed enough to get those opportunities to apply for these type of things. Some states don't even have these stuff. But again, it goes back to the whole COVID thing has messed up things. But that shouldn't limit you guys from wanting to learn and do better for yourself. So not all is lost with the whole COVID thing that happened, but I think that eventually with due time, things will go back to normality, you know? You beat Pokemon Sword. Nice. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but in the Anno channel, we picked up Pokemon Sword. We played for like a few bit, and then we never picked it up. I don't want you to train my Ponyta. Just give it to me. My school's up, but we taking a 2-week break. I want to let you know. What did I say? So school's going back up, or is it still online? It depends. It depends, man. Some states are reopening. Now they're saying there's new cases. I want to let you know this beating me may be a bit of a challenge. But for those people who look for the perfect Pokemon, they beat me easy. Well, because I don't want to be those kind of people like mine. That sucks if you're in high school and not those are the best years when you're young. Yeah. There are the best years of your life in high school because you're away from your friends. And let's talk to Brother Egan. Tell me a little bit about you, actually.
I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. That's why I volunteered. I wanted to see the world.
They're talking about new strains of Corona that are being out there. As you guys know, I ended up catching the Corona. It wasn't pretty.
The Order of Natharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more.
If you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, I'm not ignoring your comments on purpose. I'm solely monitoring the comments on YouTube. So if you guys want to hop over to YouTube, it's all under the same name, Kakarot Gaming XP. So welcome if you just joined. Online classes are a little bit difficult. Like I said, it's not because it's the teacher's fault. Again, do not think it's your teacher's fault or the school's fault. It's pretty much the Board of Education who has given these curriculums that are antiquated. They're like from 20-30 years ago.
It sounds rather silly, doesn't it?
Beating.
I need a mage when I become all-powerful. For when my magic is
Beating.
no one will dare dispute me.
I'm gonna go play Pokemon Shield now to try to get the Shield doggo so I can give it to my main account and Sword. Yes, I have both games. Same here, Minecraft Mason. No problem. Have a great time, my boy. Enjoy. Online would be good though. That's better, honestly. The thing is this: the curriculums are what was taught to us when we were little kids, 25 years ago. That's what we were taught about. It's not catered to the new generation in which it's not technologically advanced, a technologically advanced curriculum. I don't know if that's that word properly, but it's not appropriate for what kids are going through today, if that makes sense.
Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopies of Dalantarth. I've never met anyone who's been there, but I'm sure it's real. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind.
Well, I have Sword and Shield because I ended up buying the bundle. I don't know if you guys remember. I did like a little unboxing a while back of what I got about a year ago. No, when did Pokemon Sword and Shield come out? Yeah, about a year ago. Remember, I ended up getting the coin that came with the bundle, and yeah. All right, have a good one, Solara-chan. Take care. Have a great day at work. Be safe. Um, it's weird. Well, the thing about the Board of Education is that, the lady that was in charge of it, she got fired. Well, she didn't get fired. She resigned. She resigned. She resigned, bro. She resigned.
Father Dimwell and the others are fools, and their silly mission will wither and crumble. Finna and Arbos have glimpsed it with their ever-seeing eyes.
She took away funds. She took away funds from school. She made things a little bit more inclusive. Like, again, I have nothing against the LGBT community, but this lady was out there to get them, man. She was making sure that there was no special bathrooms for kids who were transgenders or anything like that. We're nobody to judge the LGBT community. That's the only reason why I bring it up, is because this lady was attacking them, and she took away funds from school. She wanted to make things a little bit more inclusive. She took away extracurricular activities. She did a whole big mess. Mind you, she had no background in school, and you can look this up. Like, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. This lady was out to destroy shit.
They believe I have the
She had that much power.
where all others have failed, including them. You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so they need someone more powerful to do it. Then they will bestow upon me the wisdom of the Fae.
And then on top of that, she was going against the unions, right? The school unions. She wouldn't let people strike. They were like, if you're going to go on strike, you're not going to get any pay. We don't care, blah, 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 blah. And she made things difficult for students of all ages, different races and backgrounds and preferences. She just made things difficult for kids, and it was horrible. Like, I would just sit back and be like, I'm just glad my nephews and niece are in charter schools. They don't have to deal with that bullshit.
In time, the fair ones should
High School DxD, I heard about High School DxD. That would be too crazy. I don't think a lot of people know about High School DxD.
Wait, Father Dimwell sent you, didn't he? Fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fae friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it.
No, but that's the thing. Everybody voted on that. You know what I mean? Is that these laws were already in place. They weren't. It's not like they were handing out free bathrooms for these kids everywhere in every state. No, they literally did their homework, and they found out there was a good amount of transgender kids in certain schools. They will create the bathroom. These laws were already in place. She just went in and said, no, we're not gonna do this. This is wasting too much money. Having a third special bathroom for these kids, like, no, take that off. Remove it. This is what she was doing.
They are Fae twins.
So I don't think SGT Saw meant it in a bad way. It's just that some people don't understand the situation. And Nani and I had this conversation earlier today. It's not meant for us to understand, because we don't know. We don't know. Get it? It's like me trying to explain to somebody how to be Hispanic and they're not Hispanic. Like, it's hard for them. I can explain it to you, but it's not for everybody to understand,
Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonders. Let's go.
Where is this treasure?
It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fae.
Okay,
Bye now.
let's go. So that's the thing. She pretty much, she was out to harm kids, and again, it's one thing if you're in a mall and that I don't know. It's different in a mall. Like they have unisex bathrooms for a reason, right? Um, but again, these are kids, you know. You don't know if the kid is going through a phase or if the kid, you know, you never know. I think, in my opinion, and not to go too much into murky waters, it's just that a kid is just too young to make up their mind. You never know. Because I've seen cases where kids have changed their mind at a later point in time and age. Uh, did he just get killed? Oh, I was about to say. Um, but my point was, not to go too much into that, is that the lady pretty much went in to change these laws because she wasn't happy with it. She wanted to save money. She wanted to save money, and she just wanted to. I think if you're trans, you got a pee and go to the men's room. If you have a vagina, you go to the woman's. Um, again, it's not for me to understand it or to be like, you know what. All I can say is that I think that everybody should have an equal right. Doesn't matter what background you have or what you prefer. That's my point of view. You get me? That's all I'm saying. Um, I was connecting with what you said when you said you have nothing against LGBT, telling you you're a better way to say it. I know exactly. Um, no, I think I stand by what I said. I have nothing against it because I don't. That's how I feel. I have nothing against it.
Retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal.
Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. That's my point of view. We're all humans, and we all deserve equal respect. As long as we don't push our ideals against each other. Because I'm not pushing my ideals against other people, you know? I'll be like me telling to Solara, you gotta like pussy. You gotta like pussy, even though that's not Solara's preference. I'll be like, Solara, you gotta like pussy. You know, that's a different story. If I'm not pushing my point of view towards you, then it's a different story, you know? But my point is that we're all equal, regardless of what we like or what we don't like. But there are human beings who don't see it that way, and I think it's just a lack of understanding, regardless of what you are, because I see it all the time. I mean, let's put it this way. Recently, we had this whole issue where it had nothing to do with the LGBT. This has to do now with race. We had these little kids who ended up, mind you, they're Hispanic, and they did not know how to speak Spanish. And they ended up, you know, they told these people that they do not speak Spanish, and the school system ended up putting them in classes that were with only Spanish students, right? Well, gay or trans, you like what you like. If I was gay, it would be hard for me to cut off my peen. I don't care what others do as long as they enjoy themselves. We're all equal because our founding father says so, America. No, but like I said, you don't have to get offended for that. I said what I said, you know, I stand by it. I don't feel like I said anything wrong. My point was that we're all equal at the end of the day, and take it however you want to take it. Oh! Fucking bullshit. So they ended up putting these kids in a... Oh, motherfucker, again? Again? No! Of course that was gonna happen. So they ended up putting these kids in Spanish class, and they were failing classes. Mind you, they were very smart kids. And this could happen to anybody. And they said, oh, because they had a Spanish last name, they assumed they knew Spanish. And the kids told them, we don't speak a drop of Spanish. And the principal didn't want to believe them. And there was this whole case. They sued the school. The kids are not traumatized for life. They didn't understand what the fuck was going on. When it comes to kids in general, I just don't think that certain individuals understand what they have to go through, you know. Well, that's, you can have a peaceful conversation with certain individuals, you know, whatever race or background. It just comes down to whether or not they understand, you know. I don't try to push my views onto them, or, you know, I like having an educated conversation with individuals. But when things start getting to the point where they get offended or something like that, I just drop the subject, because in all seriousness, I don't entertain the bullshit, you know. People want to get offended, and that's on you, you know. I'm not gonna change my beliefs, because at the end of the day, I know I'm a good human being. I'm not a perfect human being, but I'm gonna fight for what's right. And if people can't see that, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I've had friends who, whether they were from the LGBT community or they were African Americans, even Hispanics, and Solar and I have spoken about this. There's colorism even in our own communities. I've had a friend who he's from Texas and he's Hispanic and he thinks he's better than other Hispanics because he's light skinned, he's white, and I had to distance myself from him because I'm on my way. Insert Pokemon City, almost there. Good luck, Minecraft Mason. Yeah. Once I get to episode 10, I think I'm gonna be able to trade with you guys. Just because I'm gonna be exploring the Isle of Armor now that I have the Isle of Armor.
Among them, the Selkie Vale.
Yeah, people get offended, man. Like I said, sometimes people just don't. You might be saying the right thing, but people might take it the wrong way, and it might not be what they want to hear because they want to hear it the way they think it's properly right. But you can't please everybody. You got to think about it. There's billions of people in this earth, and one person's opinion should not define who you are. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. My thing is this: as long as people, just to end that conversation and leave it there. As long as you're not promoting hate, that's all that matters, you know? As long as you're not promoting hate and you're standing up for what's right, doesn't matter what race, background, or preference that you have. I think that's what it comes down to, you know? You just gotta be... Don't kill me. As long as you don't promote hate and you stand up for what's right, you should be good. Because, again, my whole point and the takeaway from what I just said is that we're all human beings, man. We're just trying to live in this earth. We're just trying to live in this earth, and we're all surviving, you know. We're all surviving. We're trying to be good people, but there's always going to be that group of individuals, and we spoke about this yesterday, like the group of the old generation that's racist. They're going to die out soon. And it won't be around for much longer, and hopefully the new generation that's up, which is you guys, is in your hands. Oh god, not the battle of the Hispanic skin tones. Yeah, I know. Listen, I get shit all the time because I'm light skinned. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't even care about my skin color. Like, I get confused with Samoan, Asian. I mean, I had this lady talk shit behind my back one time at the supermarket because she thought I was Asian. She's like, oh, mira ese chino. Mira ese chino aquí. And I was like, wait a minute. She said, look at that Chinese guy here. Because she said, oh, he's gonna be spreading the coronavirus or some shit. And I'm like, I'm fucking Hispanic. What are you talking about? Like, I took my mask off and I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not Chinese. You look more Indian. I've been confused with Indian. I've been called everything, man. And I don't get offended too easily. That's one thing. Like, I guess that pisses motherfuckers off. I don't get offended too easily. I don't get upset, and you know, it is what it is, you know. So I had to correct the lady. And I was telling her, I'm not saying you're wrong, but at the same time, I just want you to understand that, you know, you're assuming things. So I can help you learn or maybe understand, but if you don't want to, you don't have to see it from my point of view. But I just want you to understand that that's not a right thing to do, you know. You can't just go assuming that everybody is the same or judging them best based off their looks. We're all human beings, you know. I looked at her and I was like, I was here assuming you're a nice lady, a nice obese lady. She's like, who are you calling obese? And I was like, now I just realized you're just, an ugly fat bitch. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. No, I didn't say that, but I was thinking about it in my head. Oh, the freaking! I knew they were gonna throw something at me there. Psycha Veil. Ooh, let's compare this. The Psycha Veil is actually really good. It has 14. That's gonna take away from my set that I have there, but it has more perks. All I'm saying is that when the older people die out, I'm sure that the teaching of the kids, some people are teaching kids to be racist, you know. Just because you're Chinese doesn't mean you're from China. That's another thing too. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just so many issues that are out there. But I have faith. This is that was my point. I have faith that things are gonna change for the better. We're all mixing with each other when it comes to races. Even though some people are being taught to be, I think now more than ever, those conversations are being had about how we can treat each other better. I think it comes down to being kind to each other, you know, being kind to each other. And That's something that Mr. Rogers used to promote a lot. That you have to be kind to each other. Doesn't matter where you're from or what you like, because we're not God. We're not perfect. At one point in time, we're all gonna be judged. It happens every day, and I know you guys from the younger generation are going through a lot. You guys are being put through pressure with social media, with a whole bunch of other stuff being thrown at you, and you're being influenced by a whole bunch of different things out there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I don't want to have kids because of that reason. Everything, all the information you guys are being bombarded with, it's just nuts. I wouldn't be able to handle it. So you guys are tough. You guys are tough. You can't be African American without being born in your family from Africa. Well, that's the thing. We're all being mixed. I see a lot of Hispanics now being mixed with African Americans, and I feel like a new breed is being created, in which we're all gonna end up looking alike, and like at a certain point in time. And did this guy just leave without me? That motherfucker? Did he just bounce? He's gonna get himself. Are you kidding me, bro? Did he just bounce? Where the fuck am I? Okay, he came this way. The book, but most people don't do what they say. He's black, Hispanic, LGBT cover, and they say the book of. Well, that's the thing. Like I said, it's just it comes down to people. It's bro, salt. That's not true. Your ancestors are from you in China, and if you have Chinese in your blood, well, that's the thing. Like I'm proud to say I have indigenous. Oh shit, my fucking mic almost fell. I have indigenous blood in me. I may not be Native American, but I do have indigenous blood from South America, and I'm proud to say it. But the language that my grandma used to speak, which was called Quechua, I know a few words of it, but I unfortunately forgot a lot of it. And it's some traditions are being forgotten and lost, and it sucks. But I think the best you can do, she's got to be a baddie. She's got to be a baddie. She lied to him. She wanted a piece of his dick, but she lied to him. And see, even in the game, we see this.
Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem.
You have colorism between the Fae. Some of them thinking they're better than others because they're more in tune with nature. It's crazy. My mom's not black. She's light skinned and from Africa, Morocco, and my dad is black. Yeah, you told me about that, Kuma. And it's interesting because he met her because I know your dad is in the army, right? And I just think that at one point in time we're all gonna end up being a mixed race in which everybody's gonna be accepted. But then again, because we're human and our imperfection is our biggest flaw, I think racism is gonna stop being an issue. But then there's gonna be another type of issue. You get what I mean? If it's not racism, it's gonna be another issue. It's gonna have to come down to colorism, I think. Nah, I'm light skinned. Nah, you're darker than me. And I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can say is that we gotta try to find the beauty in this world. We gotta try to find the beauty in this world, whatever that is.
Before the war, we plundered Rothir from within. We were so successful that the Warsworn had bounties on our heads. Not much, but enough to be proud of. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the arrival of so many wartime outlaws, we were forced to relocate here. It was for the best, if you ask me.
I think what Kuma was trying to say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that we all have a common ancestor, if that makes sense. A lot of us came from different regions of the world, or our families came because of colonism, and my grandma, for example, she was from Spain. From my mom's side, she was from Spain, and my grandfather, he was this guy it was from an indigenous tribe. He had a rank in that indigenous society, and when my grandmother's parents came over here, they arranged a marriage with her and these indigenous people for whatever reason. This is the story that was told to me. Again, take it with a pinch of salt. My grandma used to tell me she had brothers and sisters, and some of them were ahead of her, were young or older than her. And when it came to when their parents died, all the riches, they ended up taking it. They kicked my grandmother out, and my grandmother pretty much stayed with this other guy who was my grandfather, who was the indigenous. He wasn't a chieftain. He was up there pretty much in that indigenous group, and that's how my mom came to be, and my aunts and uncles. And we pretty much being that we were exiled from that group, They all decided to come to America, and it's a weird story, I know. But wait, what? What drama? There is no drama happening here, Solara. We're just talking. Are you taking it as drama? There is no drama. Kuma and SGT Salt know each other. There is no drama. We talk about a little bit of everything here, Solara. There is no drama. Kuma and SGT Salt know each other. We have these talks from time to time. We're not talking about anything bad. Solara was just texting me and said, change the subject. There's about to be some drama. There is no drama. There's never drama here on my channel. We're all adults here in that sense. We're all mature enough. I mean, not adults. We're all mature enough to understand. Kuma and SGT Salt know each other. And if it's just a misunderstanding, that's all it is. They're not gonna take it like that. We're not a toxic community. We're not a toxic community. So SGT Salt and Kuma, if you guys just want to let Solara know that you guys didn't take it personal. We're just talking here. We're just conversating. Yeah, I don't know, Solara be trying to. I don't know. I know Solara. How Solara is just. I don't know, man. I don't know. No, Solara, because you don't gotta do that, man. Just be part of the conversation. What the fuck? I'm just making it clear to you so the viewers can also make it clear to you that that's not the type of community that we are, man.
Legend states that the wearer of the veil will be.
We're just conversating.
Fey abilities.
I'm just here trying to be positive. I'm just here trying to be positive. You're taking it to a whole different thing that it's not supposed to be. This is my point. People are gonna start taking nothing against you, Solara. But people are gonna start taking things. People take things to another road where it doesn't need to be taken when there's nothing happening there. We're just conversating. We're just conversating.
But simple. My brother and I do prefer them witless and eager.
But my point again was that eventually we're gonna come to a point in time. We all come from the similar ancestor, and for me, for example, Solara, bro, I'm telling you, this was nowhere near as close to the drama as Black Ops 2 lobbies. I was in 13 years now. Yeah, this is why I haven't played Call of Duty in a hot minute, because they were full of drama, bro. They were like racist motherfuckers in there.
Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a Fae would know.
Um,
Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more.
My point was that eventually I think we're all gonna end up being mixed, and that's the beauty of it. That
So oafish, you can any efforts.
there's gonna be other issues, I'm guessing, in the future. Who knows what the future holds? I think the biggest issue that it's gonna come down to is once we ended up resolving our issues, I think materialism is one of those things that still ends up being one of those things that clings around, because it always comes down to who has more and who doesn't, and people being jealous, you know?
Then you'll have to pay for it with your life. You see, we have much invested in this deception, blood, gold.
Yeah, so Lara, if you're not familiar with the this is why I wasn't calling you out or putting it out there. If you're not familiar with my streams, we talk a little bit about everything, and we just like to have conversations about stuff, you know, from time to time. It never ends up going nowhere else other than us being better human beings afterwards.
Keep the veil, then. There are other treasures to be had in the Feylands. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his mark to your scars.
No, because I know my stream. I know my viewers. I know my viewers better than everybody else, because this is not my first rodeo show. I've been doing this for a hot minute.
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorehart, I'd never known anyone outside my immediate family. Everything was so new, so magical. You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell, come.
Look at this guy, for example. This is a perfect example, Brother Egan.
See you later.
This is a perfect example. Brother Egan got, you know, this lady. She's not even a Fae. She's pretty much one of the same race as I am. Now, she wanted to think that she was part of the Fae, but she's not. She's literally the same race as I am. She's literally the same race as me. The Fae are completely different creatures. They're magical creatures. Brother Egan ended up getting persuaded by the lies of these individuals because they thought they had magic and they thought they had, you know, blah, 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 blah. He assumed that they were the Fae and they were going to help him out and help him explore the world. And in the end, for what? He ended up betraying his own what's it called, brotherhood, and For what? For what? For no reason. Now he's got to go back like a little bitch ass. Who knows if they're gonna take him back? Oh, they're gonna take him back. But I don't know what he was expecting. I don't know what he was expecting to find out here. So Call of Duty, the Call of Duty lobbies, you can ask Nani, man. When we play Call of Duty, that shit is hilarious. Some motherfuckers are just toxic as hell. That's why I always sometimes go into like play late at nights, because sometimes people don't have the mics on. Grand Theft Auto is a completely different thing. I can tolerate Grand Theft Auto 5 because there's nothing you can do about that. Everybody has mics in that game.
I actually missed Gorhart. Must we return to the mission? I crave adventure, magic, power. Although all of those things.
So Laura got mad and shit. He was like, I'm leaving the stream. I don't want to be part of that. And it's okay, like I said, if my stream offends you, not you specifically, Solara, but just anybody in particular, just let me know if it does offend you. I'll try my best to do better, but again, if it's not for you, you know, you can just easily click away and not watch the streams. I don't expect everybody to support me or my streams or hear what I gotta say. Yeah, GTA, man, I've seen people using boosters, man.
It's called the Selkie Veil, and it's said to possess the power to transform its wearer into any form he wishes. Finna says it belongs to the Fae, but was stolen.
Let's go check the Fae now. We're gonna go see the Fae now. Wait, didn't I just give you the thing?
I crave adventure, magic, power.
You don't know how many hackers I've seen on GTA. I don't know if you guys remember the series that we've had. If you guys want to check those out, we can check them. I have to put them in a playlist.
I don't know much about the relic. Only
So many hackers, and they will go into passive mode afterwards. It will kill me. Like I'll be doing my mission to go deliver the truck with money in it, so I can get money out of that. And motherfuckers will come with the freaking air jets, destroy my shit. Didn't I just have the Silky Veil on me, or I gotta give it to him?
Must we return to
Didn't I exhausted all your dialogue? You're going home?
Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected, and I haven't eaten in days. Bye then.
Yeah. And this all started from earlier, from Nani and I talking about let me see. Talking about how individuals who like instigating things online, sometimes people don't know the consequences of their words. And I don't mean about this conversation per se. I'm talking about individuals who go in and start problems in other chat rooms, or they start problems with people and influence them to do bad things. Like that's the type of shit I'm talking about. I don't know. The world is evil, man. That's why I always spoke to Nani about this. I don't want to have kids or a wife because I don't want to be worrying about that type of shit. Freaking bear. Beating. So yeah, there's always gonna be an opinion. People are always gonna have an opinion about life, about everything else, but people don't have to agree or disagree with what you say. It's just, all I gotta say is this: listen, life is beautiful. If you feel like something is not making you happy, you gotta separate yourself from that. You know, your mental health is very important as well too. And I don't take offense. If somebody doesn't want to speak to me no more, doesn't want to talk to me, trust me, I'm not losing sleep for anybody. I just think that life is too precious, especially at my age. Time is too precious, man. Time is too precious. By the way, did you get the expansion pass, Minecraft Mason, for the Isle of the Armor and the Crown of Tundra? We're gonna be exploring that later on today.
In the country of
I had somebody, for example, that came in yesterday when I was playing freaking Monster Hunter Rise.
Resplendent warrior, or the ardent conqueror. You mortals named him king.
What the hell?
In the youth of your
Who's fighting here?
you bore witness to Issa's exploits. He is your legend of might and eminence. Come, listen to a tale of Issa and Og, the withering war.
All gaming, yeah, you remember? Well, we still gotta do the giveaway for the channel, so I might have a couple of little things there for you guys.
Finally, someone that looks like they could stand up to a moderate.
You see how I'm usually a peaceful person. I like to troll from time to time.
Me and a crew are mounting an expedition to a new land south of here.
But for the most part, I'm a very, very peaceful person, man. But sometimes people don't like the fact that I'm too happy. People don't enjoy. People don't like that, man. People are just so freaking depressed with their life and miserable with their life that they just don't. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
The name's enough to
They see me being all happy. They just don't like that. I don't know why. Like, I don't do shit to people. I don't understand. Motherfuckers are just haters by nature. That's a good example of what happened yesterday. People are just haters by nature. I don't know. You can ask Nani. He came in out of nowhere. I had to shut that shit down very quick.
pillaging the ruins of old places like Talarain. Robbing the dead tastes better than stealing from the living. I'm a good enough thief.
I don't know what to say.
Still have all my fingers, or didn't you notice?
Tell me a little bit more about you, is very Vront.
Well, I know there aren't much women way out here, but let's stop all the attention, shall we? Touch embarrassing.
And that's the thing. I think in Grand Theft Auto 5, the racism isn't. It's nothing to laugh about. But they be on some shit, bro. I remember one time I went in to play in the lobby and I said, yo, who wants all... It was kind of my fault. I came out of nowhere. I don't like girls that act so happy in my face. To have a nice girl persona, but then hear them talk to their friends about how annoying and stupid. Well, I don't mean it like that. I mean, there's people who are gonna be like that, obviously, right? I'm just talking about in general. Like, you know how some people are just so happy with their lives and just people are just jealous of that? That's the perfect word. They're jealous of that.
Clever and strong, I see.
Like, it's not my fault your life is not as great.
The land south of Dalentarth.
But I'm not gonna put you down for it. I'm not gonna put you down for it.
We're camped beyond Ettenmere.
Like the other day, like I woke up and I was like mad happy. I went to the store. I was just in a good mood. I was listening to music and I was just bumping to that shit. I was like, oh shit, the new Lil Uzi Vert music came out. I was like, oh shit, Lil Uzi Vert with Future. And I was just listening to it. And then my friend was like, I told my friend, I'm like, yo, this new song came out. And they was like, oh, that's not my music. I don't like that type of music. It's retarded. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, you can have your opinion. You don't have to like it, but all right. So I let it be. And then like I was bumping to the music and everything else, and then just because he heard other people bumping into it, he was like, yo, the song is actually really nice. I'm just looking at him like, bruh. They didn't like the song because I liked it. So yeah, you can tell. So like when it comes to stuff like that, this is when I become distant and I'm like, listen, I don't need to be talking to people like you because I'm not gonna let you jeopardize my happiness, you know? Humans are just complex individuals, man.
Two legs, please, help me. Other two legs are cruel. They will not help. No, I am gassed.
No, there's people who disguise their happiness because they might be depressed. And again, this is not me for judge anybody because we never know what somebody might be going through, right? Again, it goes back to not knowing what other human beings might be going through. And I don't like putting anybody down. But in the case of what happened yesterday with that guy, Ali Gaming, I decided not to block him. I just let it be because in my head, I always want to convince people that, not convince them, but I want to show them that there's a different way, you know? Enemies can become friends, and I'm not saying best of friends, but they could become acceptable to the point where, you know, the guy at the end, he apologized. You saw, not that I got him to apologize, but I got him to see that, listen, I'm going to be happy regardless of whatever bullshit you throw at me, you know?
Two legs gave me this name, but they would not give me help. They hit me and drove me away, just for eating their tasty meat birds. But what did I do wrong?
The guy, I believe, is a wolf, if I'm not mistaken. He's not a human being. Not to spoil it, but that's pretty much what it is about.
I was cursed by three sprites who were bored. Had I fang and claws, I would shred them like meat birds. My brothers and sisters think me but another two legs now, and will not suffer my approach. I am without a pack. But it is worse than that. Your two-leg life is unbearable, like these strange things called pants. How do you tolerate them?
My man wants to be butt naked, but we can't do that. Let's talk about the House of Ballots, which is where we're going next.
You must mean the fair folk, yes? They are north of here, deep under the shade of Yolvan. Their smell. It is unusual. Green.
Warren's Warren.
Hunters like me, two legs. Their blades are their teeth, and they fight for their kin until the last breath.
So the game is full of magic, like I said, mysticism, and as you guys can see, there's going to be a lot of individuals who we're going to meet who are going through tough times, and in this one in particular, Ain he's been put under a curse, and I'm just exhausting his dialogue because I want to get as much information as possible so you guys can see his quest line.
It is good for the hunt, this wood of smell and shadow. As a two legs, I cannot stalk, cannot prey. Bloodlust. This is agony.
What curse is that?
You believe me? Many think I am just another two legs. They are wrong. I am a wolf, cursed to wear this shape by evil sprites as some cruel game. I still have wolf thoughts in my head, but two-leg bodies are so clumsy they can't.
I feel bad for this guy, man.
Catch dumb meat birds.
I feel bad for him.
Must be changed back. The sprites are near. Even now I smell them, but I cannot fight in this form. Will you help, two legs?
I'll help you, my boy. I'm gonna help you out.
Thank you, two legs. But the task will not be easy. I need water from a magic well, guarded by the sprites that cursed me. Be warned, the sprites have much magic, for the well they guard is older than this wood. And from that they draw their power.
Alright, where are the sprites? We're not gonna exhaust the well and the sprites because we're gonna find out. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about the sprites really quick. Not the drink, but the actual sprites.
They came to this forest not long ago, drawn by the magic of the well. Were I a wolf, they could not best me. But as two legs, I am clumsy and weak. Be careful.
Alright. We will be careful. Where are the sprites?
The sprites guard the well, which is near the river to the north. Beware them. They have much magic.
Alright, no worries. I'm gonna help you out, my boy. I'm gonna help you out. I know your shit got all messed up because you gotta walk on two legs. You broke your hip and shit. You're doing the stanky leg. I mean, you need some help. We're gonna go through all of that. Bleep, bloop, bleep. Don't forget to like and sub and share, but only if you enjoyed the streams. And thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes, my boys. And again, you know, going back to what I was saying earlier, you know, we're gonna have fun on the streams. We're gonna talk a little bit of everything eventually when we do my streams. Some people are not gonna like that. Some people will like that. I can't expect to please everybody, but I know who my community, who is who in my community, and I'm not worried about that, man. We're gonna have haters. We're gonna have people who don't agree. We're gonna have people who do agree, who support me, who don't support me. I'm just doing this for fun, and we're just having fun. And if I can at least part a little bit of my knowledge onto you guys, for those of you who see me as a positive influence, good. And for those of you who don't, then go suck a dick. Not everybody's gonna agree with what I gotta say, but nothing but love and positive vibes to you guys. You know, it is what it is. All right, I gotta do this thing. Let me see if I can unlock it. Boop, boop, boop. Oops, I messed up. 1, 2, 3. There you go, baby. Almost messed up. These things, when you don't hit them at the right time, They will hit you really hard, bro. They will hit you really... I don't have any inventory space. I gotta go back to the village. Alright, so this is where we're at right now. There's a lot to explore in this area. I think in the next episode, we're gonna come back in here and explore all of that. I am gonna run really quick. I don't think you can fast travel over here, can you? Yeah, you can. So let's go back to Gorehart really quick. Off stream, I'm gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna watch the Shield stream, so bye until then. No problem, Minecraft Mason. I'll do Pokemon Shield later on in the afternoon. Hopefully by the time you guys are done with school, so you guys can watch it. And like I said, once I have enough Pokemon and whatnot, I'll be able to trade with you guys. But stay tuned for that. You have a great day, okay, Minecraft Mason? Take care. And again, you know, I do have to reiterate that my channel was solely made for 18 and up. I can't control who comes into the streams and who doesn't. But if you guys have been around and stuck enough around with me, you guys know I'm down to earth and I don't mean any harm to anybody. So again, if I've offended anybody, I do apologize, but I am who I am. You know, I am. It's only, take it as a... You get a free one from me. Alright, so we're back at the village. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do here off stream, and I'm gonna save just to be on the safe side. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic, great rest of your day. Enjoy your time at school. Make sure you guys pay attention. If you guys have to go to work, have a great day at work. I hope everything goes nice and well for you guys. And if you guys are staying home, have a great day at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new to the channel. And if you're already part of the channel, you can go ahead and drop a like for your boy, only if you want. And yeah, have a great day. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter under the same name, Kakarot Gaming XP. Have a great day, my boys and girls. Thank you thank you again for the support. I do appreciate it. Enjoy your morning, enjoy your afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world. And I'll see you all next time. This is Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. Wishing you all a great day. Have a fantastic Thursday and have a great Friday Eve. Take care.